Unpack all contents from the package. You can use a sticky note to mark each panel to make assembly easier. Unpack and inventory the hardware box. Starting with the bottom panel G, attach T1 non-locking plate castors to the back underside of the panel using B1 fixed bolts, tighten with Allen wrench. Attach T2 locking plate castors to the front of the underside of the panel using B1 fixed bolts, tighten with Allen wrench. Lock the castors and flip the panel over. Attach 6 C1 cam bolts to the top side of panel G tip. Use a small amount of WD-40 in the cam anchors to help them thread easier. Wipe away any excess from the panel finish. Attach 2 C1 cam bolts to panel X. Insert 4 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel X tip. Use a mallet to tap the dowel pins into the panel as far as they'll go. Attach 2 C1 cam bolts to panel Z. Insert 4 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel Z. Insert 8 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel D. Insert C1 cam bolts on panels X and Z into cams on panel D. Tighten cams by turning them 180 degrees clockwise and apply C2 cam covers. Note, the assembly is shown with the panels upside down. This is important to note for the next step. Attach panel G to panels D, X, and Z as shown. Tighten cam locks and apply C2 cam covers. Make sure the castors are locked and flip over the cabinet onto its wheels. Attach 6 C1 cam bolts to panel A. Insert C1 cam bolts on panel A into panels D, X, and Z as shown. Tighten cam locks and apply C2 cam covers. Attach 4 C1 cam bolts to panel K. Attach 4 C1 cam bolts to panel L. Attach 4 C1 cam bolts to panel LL. Flip panel LL to insert the lock O-ring. Attach L lock to panel LL as shown using 2 S1 screws. Make sure it's facing the right orientation. Insert 2 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel K1 and K2. Remove the end screws on drawer runners on panels L1 and L2, and tilt the rail. This will allow you to access the pilot holes to attach the drawer backs. Attach side panels L1 and L2 to front panel LL, tighten cams, and apply C2 cam covers. Slide drawer bottom panel L4 into the grooves on panels L1 and L2. Attach back panel L3 using 4S3 screws. Realign drawer runners and replace screws. Remove the end screws on drawer runners on panels L1 and L2, and tilt the rail. Attach side panels L1 and L2 to front panel L. Tighten cams and apply C2 cam covers. Slide drawer bottom panel L4 into the grooves on panels L1 and L2. Attach back panel L3 using 4S3 screws. Realign drawer runners and replace screws. Attach side panels K1 and K2 to front panel K. Tighten cams and apply C2 cam covers. Slide drawer bottom panel L4 into the grooves on panels K1 and K2. Attach back panel K3 using 6S3 screws. Attach H1 knobs to drawer fronts using B2 fixed bolts. Fully extend the cabinet rails, align drawer rails, and slide drawers into caddy. Be sure that the silver ball bearing pieces are positioned all the way to the front of the rails. Tip: gently open and close the drawers a few times to engage the soft close mechanism. Assembly complete! If you want to learn how to assemble your Kangaroo sewing cabinet, you can click on this link for that video. Happy sewing!